with more snow.
Well, Galston, after years of debate and threats of losing its NBA team, it appears tonight the Sacramento Kings will stay right where they are. A deal to pay for this proposed new arena was reached today in Orlando. We have our full focus on this deal right now. Let's start with KCRA 3's Walt Gray and the framework that is now in place. Walt?
Edie, there had been some long, tense debates and negotiations going on in Orlando over the 3 days over the NBA All-Star break. The holdup seemed to be about how much money the Maloofs were going to be required to pony up to be a part of this deal and how much they could actually afford. Now, whatever it is, it seems enough to satisfy the NBA and the mayor of Sacramento.
It's game over, so our community should be really, really excited.
Wanting to jump up and down, but saying he wanted to remain mayor-like, Kevin Johnson announced that the city, the NBA, and the Maloof family had reached a tentative deal to fund a new arena and keep the Kings in Sacramento. The last obstacle appeared to be the city's hope that the Maloof family would contribute from $70 to $100 million to the deal. It ended up being on the lower end.
They stepped up at the tune of over $70 million. AEG stepped up for an additional amount of money. We were able to close the gap. There's also financial considerations that the Maloof family are doing that are beyond that.
What it all needs to add up to is $406 million to build this sports and entertainment palace at the rail yards near Old Sacramento. It's not a done deal. The city council must review and vote to approve on March 6th. The full financing plan will be revealed on Thursday. As it sits now, it's a joyous end to what at times has seemed like an impossible journey to build an arena and keep the Kings from moving to Anaheim.
I'm just a little emotional. It's been a long time, 13 years, as you know. Give me a minute.
Did you tears of joy about going?
Yeah.
You want me to say something?
Tears of joy. I don't.
His brother's got his back on that one. The Kings host Utah here tomorrow night, the first time in a couple of years that the fans will sit in their seats and root for a team that they know will be here for a good long time. Now, coming up in our news at 6 o'clock, what the NBA commissioner had to say about how difficult this whole process has been for him over the last couple of years. Live out here at Power Balance, Walt Gray reporting live back to you.
Yeah, a lot riding on it. Emotions, money, of course, just the identity of the city here. So, okay, Walt, thanks for that part of our coverage tonight. Now, the deal hinges on approval from Sacramento city leaders, and KCRA 3's David Beanick spoke to some of them today. David.
Yeah, good afternoon. This tentative deal is expected to come up for a vote here at Sacramento City Hall a week from tomorrow. Now, KCRA 3 has spoken with 5 of the 9 council members. All of them say they've yet to make up their mind. Arriving at this meeting of business people in Sacramento's Natomas area, Councilmember Angelique Ashby said she just received 2 calls about the tentative arena deal from the mayor and the city manager.
I am absolutely thrilled. Can't wait for them to get back here and share the specifics with us, but it sounds good for Sacramento.
Ashby stopped short of saying she definitely planned to vote for the deal, saying she still needed to see how the city plans to redevelop the area around the current arena site. But she said the city manager had promised her that such a plan is part of the deal.
I know that would have to be true because I know they need my vote when they get back.
A flashing sign above I-5 reminds arena supporters that it will take 5 votes on the city council to approve the tentative deal.
From what I've heard, it sounds like it'll work.
Councilmember Steve Cohn said surcharges on tickets will make up much of the revenue lost if the city turns over its parking spaces to a private company in a long-term lease deal. But he said he still wonders, with property values so low right now, is this really the best time for the city to sell its land?
We know the value's there long-term, but, how do you access that money in order to build the arena?
Now, council members Rob Fung and Jay Chenier tell KCRA 3 that they are also excited about what they've heard so far, but are waiting to hear more of the details. 2 of the council members who have been most skeptical about the arena proposal so far, Sandy Sheedy and Kevin McCarty, have yet to return our calls. Live at Sacramento City Hall, David Beanick, KCRA 3 reports.
Thanks for that, David. So let's review what we know about today. Mayor Johnson says a framework for an arena deal is now in place. The Maloof family, which owns the Kings, will be paying about $73 million towards the new arena, and they will also pay a set percentage once the arena opens in 2015. Now, this deal is said to be tentative. It still needs full city council approval, just like you saw in David's package there. They are scheduled to vote on the new framework a week from tomorrow.
Covering the nation, a high school student is dead. 4 others